It's Tuesday, November 10th, and we're 3 hours into trading. Hello, traders. We've got decent market action right now. We had a huge rally yesterday. S&P 500 was up 150 points yesterday on the open. Look at that gap. We'll go into the daily chart, take a look at that, get our bearings, and then we'll look for some trades. So we had this high right here at SPY 358.75. We blew right through that yesterday, but then we started to leak oil and we steadily dropped all day until we closed on the low. Now, normally this would be a very bearish candle, but I've got to tell you, I've noticed this pattern a few times this year where the market gaps up to a new relative high. We have a gap reversal, so the market sells off the entire day just like it did here, and then the next day we get a bid check. Sellers keep trying to pound the market to see if this is a buying climax, but eventually buyers come in. And once buyers are there, then we're able to recover this entire candle in a matter of a few days. Now, typically we're not going to get a 150 point S&P rally. Come on, how often do you see those? But could we recover 50 points, 30 points, 30 points? Yes, systematically we can recover that. The news was that there's a coronavirus that Pfizer's developed. They're going to have 50 million doses available this year. It's 90% effective. Couldn't ask for better results. But it's not just that. Today we had Eli Lilly came out with an antibody that if administered early when somebody catches the coronavirus, prevents hospitalization in the vast majority of cases and makes the recovery much smoother. It doesn't end there. We have Moderna and we have AstraZeneca, both in late stages of phase 3 clinical trials. AstraZeneca is producing billions of doses of their vaccine. They know that it's effective. They're ready to get it to market ASAP. They were targeting kind of the Christmas timeline. So, folks, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I know that you hear about the number of new coronavirus cases increasing each day. I think that people are less spooked by this than they were 5 months ago because we know what it is now. And we know it's the inflammation that we really need to focus on, kind of in the second stage of the virus. I see people out and about, very busy in stores. Everybody's wearing their mask. I think that the economy is ready to recover. We can already see that. ISM manufacturing, ISM services, the jobs report last Friday, everything is ticking higher. When we get this vaccine out there and everybody starts resuming their normal lifestyle, we have pent up demand, and I think profits are going to shoot higher in Q1 2021. Asset managers are not going to wait for that to happen. They're going to start buying now, and that's why you're seeing this market rally. We have politicians back in DC. They're going to be negotiating a budget. They need to do that very quickly in a few weeks. We would face a government shutdown if they can't come to an agreement. We also have a stimulus bill that's still pending. Both parties want a stimulus bill. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of $2 trillion. That's halfway between what Republicans want and Democrats want. Perhaps they combine it with the budget bill. That's got to happen in the next few weeks, and it's likely to. So small businesses need that lifeline. That is keeping a bid to the entire market right now. And this move right here checked that breakout, and that's fine. We filled in the gap right here today. You can see there was the gap higher from Friday's close. We filled all of that in today, and now we're starting to make some steady progress. So let me go in, show you what we've got going on a 5-minute chart. Here is a nice upward sloping trend line. There is a bearish cross on 10P. This actually would be a shorting opportunity. If I were day trading right now, I would be shorting the S&P futures. This indicator is all that I use to day trade the futures. Had a beautiful little bullish cross right here this morning that I caught for a nice gain. But when the market finally finds support, and I'm not looking for a big massive drop in here, I believe that we're going to see support come in pretty soon in here. And as this 1OP indicator is troughing below zero, I want to see a bullish cross. I don't want to get too far from this high because then it will be a sign that there's heavy selling pressure. So I want it to find support right in here pretty soon. And then I want to see a couple of long green bars breaking out to a new high of the day, getting above yesterday's close, and then recovering some of this move right in here, which incidentally, look at that bearish cross right here. This indicator is a touch early. It's anticipatory. It is not reactive. So once you get that cross, now all of a sudden we know we're watching for a climax, upward sloping trend line. That's where you get short, beautiful short. Look at that indicator continue to fall right into the close yesterday. So 1OP indicator, proprietary. This is the only place you can get it. It is the only thing that I use to trade the S&P 500. So we get this big trough down here, bullish cross, stay pretty close to the high of the day. Then I think we get another leg higher into the afternoon. That's how I'm playing it. We're going to be looking for bullish trades. On a daily basis, within the next couple of days, we want to recover this SPY 360 level, which is about the midpoint of that red candle, but we want to do it in the next couple of days. If we can't, it will be a sign that I've got an alert here. HD is one that I really like today. But if we can't recover more than half of that candle in the next few days, it will be a sign that the selling pressure is still very heavy, and then we need to be guarded with our bullishness. So let's take a look at HD since it just came up, and we'll go into that daily chart. We'll put up our major moving averages first, and the 50-day has been coming into play, and the 100-day actually, excuse me, the 100-day has been coming into play today. You can see that bounce above the 100-day moving average. I like that. HD is a choppy stock. This is down near the low end of its trading range, horizontal trading range, makes nice wide swings between it. Let's go into that 5-minute chart. And let's take a look at what we've got going on here. Starting to drift a little bit lower, no interest in it right here. It was this upward sloping trend line that I had drawn earlier. This is a bearish alert that's been triggered. I did it because I wanted to see this pullback, and I want to see if there will be an entry point on a long position for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset my alert, and I'm going to put it right at the top of this candle so that now you've got the pullback. I want to know if it gets back above this point. If it's got relative strength, it might set up for a nice buy for me. I've already had a couple of really nice trades in HD so far this morning. So yes, it's what I'm watching on a day trading basis, but we're going to be taking a look at some swing trades. And before I do that, let's take a quick look at how our trades from yesterday did. WKHS was one of them. And you can see, even in the bloodbath yesterday, the stock held up very well. I had shown you that $15 put that you could sell. Stock never pulled back yesterday. It's right on that 100-day moving average. Market's been pretty soft today. We'd like to see it continue higher above that 100-day moving average. Then that will be another level of support that we have. I still like it. Stock's performing well. I like that bullish put spread. And let's see, trying to think of the other stock that we had yesterday. Can't quite recall it, but I'm sure it will come to me as I continue to take a look at some of the other plays that we might. I just remembered LYV. That was the play. This is a travel and entertainment stock, Live Nation. They have ticket sales. We're going to start seeing some concerts get booked as soon as the coronavirus starts to subside. The vaccine news was good. They booked these concerts and plan them a year out. So I think that they're going to start doing that. And here you can see the $60 price point was what we were leaning on. That was a bullish put spread that we were trying to sell. You would have been able to sell that 60, 57.50 bullish put spread for 50 cents easily yesterday or this morning. Stock is trying to get right back up to that 64.50 level. And we'll take a look at the 5-minute chart. Pretty decent, pulled back a little bit, but it's been grinding higher all day. As long as that $60 price point down here is preserved, that breakout, that's all we care about. Tick, 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 time decay. We're selling bullish put spreads every day that goes by. Those options get cheaper. That's why we really like that strategy. Very high probability of success. So we're going to go into the scanner. We'll click a couple of searches, see what we like. I've already been surfing this all day, so I know what I'm going to like. PBR, I'm not real big on energy stocks, and that is an energy stock. The reason is I don't believe that energy is going to come back really, really fast. I don't think people are going to get right back in their cars and drive. Longer term, yes, there will be some plays there, but a lot of the energy stocks lifted off yesterday. I'm sure there was some short covering in there as well. Baidu. You know I like Baidu. We took a look at that last week. Love this horizontal breakout. It's been able to hold its gains very well. Yes, looks nice. Nothing there for us. Cisco going to be posting earnings. Nothing there. HD bouncing off the 100-day moving average. I do like selling an out of the money bullish put spread on HD, keying off of that 265 level. I think that would make a really nice bullish put spread. Stock is at 273 right now. We're going to go out to, let's go out to November 27th. I think we're going to have to go out a little bit on this one. And we'll take a look at that 265, 262.50. And you can see it's 37 cents bid, offered at $1.02. So we could easily get our 50 cents that we're looking for there. Let's see if we can go a little bit shorter term. When I can, I want to go as short term as I possibly can. And here we go. We got the 65, 62.50. Got to reset this. And I made a big error. I didn't check to see what the earnings dates were on this. There you can see 43 cents bid, offered at 77. Gosh, I can almost guarantee you that earnings are coming up soon. Let's see. Yeah, 11/17. 11/17, it's got earnings, and this was the November 20th expiration cycle. So this spread spans the earnings announcement. No good. When we are selling spreads, we want that spread to expire before the earnings announcement date. When we buy options, we want those options to span, to be longer than the earnings announcement date. So we've got to take a pass on HD. So that's the process that you have to go through. There's a mental checklist, and you need to make sure that you're not selling these spreads and having to adjust before the earnings announcement. So I'm going to continue to take a look down here and see if there's anything that catches my eye. Walmart also coming up on earnings, so that one may not be a good play for us. We'll go into the strong after earnings search. Ford looked really good today. Look at that nice breakout right there. I like Ford. Cheap stock. GE, I'm not real big on. Google's been one of the stronger mega cap tech stocks. I had mentioned to you that it was the only one that rallied after earnings. All the other giants were down, still holding this horizontal breakout right here. I still think that bullish put spread works well. Penn, gaming stock, would definitely benefit from a coronavirus vaccine. Got this nice bullish candle here. It needs to get above the 50-day moving average. I'd even like to see it above the halfway point here. Let's call that about the $67 level on PENN before I get long that stock. But I think it will benefit from the coronavirus vaccine as well. ABBV down through up through this downward sloping trend line, major moving averages, everything looks good. Great candidate for day trading. A little bit too far out of the gate here for swing trading. I'd like it to be closer to that 100-day so that I could sell a bullish put spread below that support. CHNG, love this breakout right here. Going to the stock ER. There we can see healthcare, data solutions. So it's in the healthcare and data solution space. I like this breakout right here. There's your earnings. There's the price action afterwards. Good volume. So not a bad looking stock there. I think it can continue to go higher. 1686 is the price, so fairly cheap stock. And you can see how it's right up on the high of the day from yesterday. I like that one. I think that's a nice stock. Probably won't have any decent options that we can sell on it, but You can day trade the stock. You can trade any of these stocks as well. QRVO, nice breakout here through horizontal resistance. There's your opening right there. Stock continues to rally up. That is your support level. If you're going to sell a bullish put spread, you want to key off of that opening price, which is 139. Sell your bullish put spread below that. That would definitely work. This is nice. UPWK. Upwork, online platform for freelancers, so kind of like Fiverr, but really good earnings announcement. Long tails under body when the market really pulled back yesterday. I like the support level right around that $25 level. May not set up too bad for a bullish put spread. Let's see if the options have any liquidity in it. And we're going to be keying off of that $25 level. And you can see they're 40 cents bid, offered at 55. So pretty nice, tight little market on that one. And not a lot of premium in that one, though, as far as being able to do a 25, 22.50. But we're only looking at an option that expires in a week and a half. So not a lot of premium if you wanted to do a naked put right on that one with the intent of buying the stock around the 24.50 level right in there. I think that could make sense. This stock wants to go higher. Look at that volume. Long tails under body, been able to hold up well when the market's selling off. I think the stock wants to go. So short-term play, yes, I would sell those naked puts. I think that's a pretty good play. But you have to want to buy that stock. So make sure you take a look at the earnings announcement, and you can actually do that in Option Stalker as well. You click UPWK, you go into your stock ER page, then you click on View Press Release, and this is going to load up the earnings. You can see revenue growth up 24% year over year. This is the earnings statement released by the company. So obviously, the company is in really good shape right now. Just intuitively, Fiverr and all these companies that use freelancers, with everyone working from home, they're obviously doing quite well. Going to continue to go down the list. I still haven't found that one stock that I really like. CRON, GM, and Ford. You got some car companies that are definitely moving higher, and the demand for autos has been excellent. CVS breaking through this horizontal resistance right here. All of the drugstores have been up. Walgreens and RAD, Rite Aid, also up big recently. So probably because of the upcoming flu season. So I didn't really see anything in this search. Heavy buying, let's go into that one. This is really more for day trading. Nice breakout on Boeing. I like this. Okay, so Boeing is above the 200-day moving average. I showed it to you yesterday. We had a doji here yesterday. Now it opens above the 200-day moving average, and it's continuing to move higher. Downward sloping trend line. We're through that. Let's take a look and see what we can get on this one. There's your earnings announcement right there. Gosh, can we go down to the 170s and get anything decent? For a very passive trader, you can go out into December and then look down to that 170 strike and get below that 100-day moving average. So let's go out and see what we can get. Maybe, we'll go regular expiration December 170 put. And we'll click on the 165. And there you can see that that spread is a dollar bid offered at $1.25. Not bad. I like to get $1 for that because I've got 5 points between the strike prices. You can see that black line on the option chain. That's your 100-day moving average. Let's move these out. I click it and drag it. Click it and drag it. Whoops. There. There's a chance maybe to go to the 165, 160. I like that even better down in here because then you got the 50-day moving average coming into play as well, and you're a little bit under that 100-day moving average. That's not a bad play in December. Now you got to wait a month and 2 weeks, maybe longer than most of you like. It's longer than my personal preference, but if you can get $1 for that spread and make 25% in 6 weeks, I think that's a very good very conservative play. You're below the 100-day, you're below one standard deviation, you're below two standard deviations, plus you've got upward momentum in the stock, coronavirus. You're probably going to get some type of airline relief in that stimulus bill. A lot of good things working for it right now. So I like Boeing. Let's go a little bit closer and see if we can get a maybe a November 27th spread off below that 200-day moving average. I want to be fairly I want to get way below it. I don't want to just be just under it. I want to try and get down to maybe this 175 strike if I can. See what we've got down there. So if I did the 175, 170, and you can see there that I'm below the 1 and the 2 standard deviation. So here we've got selling to 175 put, buying to 172.50. There are $2.50 between the strike prices. For this, I like to get a 50-cent credit. We're just about there right now. This is the spread that I like for today. Boeing selling to November 27th, 175 put, buying the November 27th, 172.50 put, doing that for a 50-cent credit. Yes, I like that. I would stop this out if the stock is able to close below 180. If it's above 180 between now and expiration, hang on to it. This trade, you've got roughly 2 weeks and 3 days to be in that. And if the spread is successful, you'll make a 25% return. Not too tough. This is what you do all day. You just go in, take a look at charts, flip them, look for your support levels, look for your standard deviations, major moving averages, trend lines, horizontal lines, support and resistance. Identify those key areas, look for that strong upward momentum, and then look for those safety nets where we can sell those bullish put spreads below that support level. Once we get the spread on, as long as we know that we have a decent market tailwind, we don't have to worry about the rug getting pulled out from underneath us as far as the overall market is concerned. We know that we've got a nice safety net under the stock because we do our technical analysis. From that point on, tick, 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 time premium decay works its magic. Very low maintenance strategy for those of you who don't have the time to watch the market all day long. Put your stop out there, look at the positions 5 minutes before the close, make sure that your technical support levels are still intact. Most of the time, the vast majority of the time, you're not going to have to do anything. The trade will just expire worthless. So let's see if we can find another decent trade in here. I did a nice trade on JWN earlier this morning. Not crazy about holding brick and mortar retailers overnight. Downward sloping trend line above the major moving averages. This was a really nice play for me today. Stock still has a nice head of steam. You can see the relative strength right on the high of the day. So this is definitely one that I would day trade. KO had a nice breakout on a daily chart. It doesn't move much, but that's a nice breakout in there because it doesn't move much, doesn't have much in the way of time premium. Nice downward sloping trend line that's been violated to the upside above the 50-day moving average. Rad looks good in here also. KSS, another retailer. Take a look at relative strength 30, see what's been strong right in here. Tesla's starting to come back a little bit. Netflix has been strong today. You can see this horizontal support level right here. I would not buy Netflix until it can get above these major moving averages. Right now, it still looks fairly weak in this downtrend right here. So not a big fan of that right now. We've got BABA bouncing off the 100-day. Still too early to tell. Horizontal support level as well. Got to see it start filling in this gap. Then maybe you can sell a bullish put spread below that 100-day moving average. BYND getting really hit hard today. Nothing good there. Going to take a look at this last bull run is another really good search. This is looking for momentum. That's a big rally. This train has left the station. I would avoid that. Just very quickly scanning down, lift kind of same deal. So we've got Boeing. I showed you a really nice Boeing trade. I've had a couple of other really nice stocks within the video that I'm recording today. The most important thing is you've got to start with the market. You've got to get your market bearings. I believe that the market is going to start grinding higher. The coronavirus vaccines, that's really good news. See what we've got going on here. Aha! There's the formation that I was telling you about. There's HD giving me an alert right now. These alert lines are fantastic. Remember, we had the little pullback that I was looking for in HD. That signaled the alert. Once I had the stock pulling back, then I could do an upside alert line. And now that it's back above it, I'll put up my 1 OSI indicator. I'll be watching for that orange line above zero, which it almost is right now. That would be relative strength. As soon as I have that, and if I like what I see in the market, then I know it's time to buy, set my targets. Why do I like the market in here? I can't say that this is a buy right here, right now. Let me show you why. So this is a nice rally right here. This would be the flagpole. This could be a bullish flag formation. You've got your pullback right in here, tails above body. My suspicion is that we're going to see lower prices in here because of these tails above body, but it could be one of two formations. Either we break down below the support level right here and we continue to go higher, or excuse me, continue to go lower and search for that support level, or it turns into a bullish flag. Long green candles closing on their high, long green candle closing on its high through this horizontal resistance level, the high of the day. If I get that, I'm going to be buying S&P futures. You know that I believe that the market is going to try and recover some of this loss from yesterday. I believe that we're going to have a strong finish this afternoon. That's how I'm playing it. So this is getting pretty close to a bullish cross on 10P. I'd love it even more if it dropped just a little bit further and gave me a nice deep cross like that, but I would take it in here also. My key is going to be a nice green candle in here. If I see it, I'm going to be buying. So I'm going to conclude today's recording because I may be buying some futures in here. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on your notifications. I post these videos every day, and I've always got a ton of great trade ideas. I'm trying to teach you some technical analysis. When I'm flipping charts, I'm trying to show you what I'm looking for. When I find something I like, I'm showing you how I would structure a swing trade for option trading. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with your trading. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.